So, as you guys are aware, we've been covering the situation with Visa, MasterCard, payment processors, Collective Shout, Australia, all these places that are trying to censor legal content all across the globe because some Karen got offended in Australia. And honestly, it goes well beyond that. We all kind of know that, right? Like Visa and MasterCard trying to enact censorship through forcing these, platforms to act freely amongst themselves and to decide of their own volition whether or not they're going to allow this legal content. And if they don't, then, magically their ability to payment process will just slowly go away. Well, Smash JT has a very interesting post here that I want to go over on X talking about Visa and apparently how they are trying to introduce a new role called the Director of Global Gaming Partnerships. Yeah, it's going to get very interesting. So shout out to Smash JT for this post. It says Visa is now openly trying to position itself as the leader of gaming. They just announced a new role, Director Global Gaming Partnerships, paying nearly $250,000 a year. The job is described as shaping culture, building global strategies, and with publishers, platforms, and creators, and driving innovation where gaming and commerce collide. But while, gaming has always been about culture and a sense of community, it's never involved corporate payment processors dictating the direction of this space. A credit card company has nothing to do with the heart of gaming. And yet here we are. We have Visa injecting itself into the conversation as if it belongs there. This isn't about uplifting gamers. It's about interjecting politics, interest, pushing propaganda, and quietly shifting control of the gaming ecosystem into the hands of companies that profit from every single transaction. Follow the dollar. Then he says, ask yourself, what does a credit card company have to do with gaming? Absolutely nothing. And yet here they are paying huge salaries to plant themselves at the center of gaming's future. This should worry everyone who cares about the future of gaming. So here's what I'll say about this. I don't think it's too far-fetched to see Visa, MasterCard, or any of these payment processors trying to interject themselves in gaming. Why do I say that? Well, quite frankly, it's because gaming is the #1 entertainment medium in the world from a profitability standpoint, an overall revenue standpoint. It's not even close, right? These payment processors are processing a lot of payments when it comes to things gaming related. They have probably started to realize that, and then they told themselves, you know what, we got to get in here. We got to figure out how we're going to interject ourselves more into the gaming scene. How can we get more control, more influence, more anything in the gaming space? How can we do it? Well, we're going to introduce a brand new role that's going to allow us to get more inside of gaming. And that's what they want, right? This is the problem. When you start making a ton of money, when things go mainstream, when things start to have so much influence, then you're going to have people that are going to try to control it. You're going to have people that are going to try to regulate it. And then you're going to have people that are going to try to tax it. You're going to have people try to get any kind of slice of the pie that they can from something like the gaming industry. And the gaming industry is massive, right? So this post here over on LinkedIn from Alfie Brody, right? VP of Global Sponsorships at Visa, says the following: gaming is no longer just play. It's culture, community, and commerce. Let's stop right there. So this person is the exact reason of what's wrong in the gaming industry right now, because these are the kind of people that you'll see at some really cringe expose, right? At a conference that's called like gaming for social impact, or like gaming for change, gaming for social change, gaming for activism. They will literally use the word gaming and tie it to something that has nothing to do with fucking gaming. That's the kind of people that this is. So when they say, oh, it's about culture, they're not talking about culture in the sense of like getting together and enjoying a common video game. They're talking about culture as in social impact, social change, politics. That's what they're talking about. Community and commerce. Gen Z and Gen Alpha spend more time gaming than on any other media, and that's the reason why they're trying to get in here right now. At Visa, our mission is to uplift everyone. Yeah, everyone except people that make NSFW content. Then you could go fuck yourself everywhere by being the best way to get to pay and get paid. Now we're bringing that purpose into the gaming ecosystem. Perhaps that would be true if you weren't deplatforming people. Perhaps that would be true if you weren't threatening to remove payment processing abilities from digital platforms that sell legal adult content, right? Nobody's believing your bullshit, but the reason why they're hiring for a position like this is so that they could get people to actively try to convince everyone else of their bullshit. As Director Global Gaming Partnerships, you'll lead the charge in building transformative collaborations with publishers, platforms, leagues, and creators, reimagining how payments power the future of play. The role is about more than partnerships. It's about building global strategies that unlock new opportunities for players and partners alike, driving innovation where gaming and commerce collide, and championing economic empowerment in one of the fastest growing cultural movements on the planet. And this right here, that last part, one of the fastest growing cultural movements on the planet. That is why they want to be involved. That is why they want to get their hands in there in the cookie jar as fast as humanly possible. The faster they get their hands in, the better this will turn out for them. If you're passionate about gaming, inspired by culture, and ready to make an impact on a global stage, we want you on our team. Now, Smash JT ends up making a secondary post here where he says, here's the full job listing, and shocker, it's in San Francisco. Now, obviously, he's saying this because San Francisco is one of the leading places where DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion hiring practices are at their maximum. Choices that are made at a corporate level that have nothing to do with the actual best interests of the corporation are made at places like this. And you can see the job description. The global video game industry is experiencing explosive growth and has become a dominant force in entertainment, culture, and commerce, driven by the deep engagement of Gen Z and Gen Alpha, who spend more time gaming than on any other media. And again, this is the main issue. This is why they want to take control, to interject themselves into gaming, so that this will allow them to continue the nonsense that they want to do and convince people of whatever the hell they want to convince. I guarantee you, Visa will be funding an absurd amount of nonsensical gaming-oriented, and by gaming, put it in, quotations, gaming-oriented things. Guaranteed. You're going to see all forms of activism coming from Visa-sponsored, social causes. Anyway, it says, as a result, brands that want to reach and remain relevant with these highly influential audiences must authentically engage with gaming ecosystems. From esports sponsorships to in-game activations and creator partnerships, gaming offers brands unparalleled opportunities to build cultural relevance and long-term loyalty. So again, guys, this entire situation for me just shows that this is going to continue to just go deeper and deeper. This is why, and it's almost weird, right? How all of this has started to come out now that the whole payment processor thing exploded, the story exploded. It's almost as if they were in hiding up until now, and all of a sudden, now that people realize what they're trying to do, they're like, "Fuck it, let's just hire now and get on with it. We don't gotta hide ourselves anymore. Now we can just make ourselves known and try to take over the gaming industry." It's actually kind of hilarious, but again, that's just a little conspiratorial. But at the end of the day, man, they're going to be paying these people $169,000 to $245,000 per year, which may include potential sales incentive payments if applicable. Salary may vary depending on job-related factors, which may include knowledge, skills, experience, and location. In addition, this position may be eligible for bonus and equity. Visa has a comprehensive benefits package for which this position may be eligible that includes medical, dental, vision, 401k, FSA, HSA, life insurance, paid time off, and wellness program. Seems like a good gig for anybody willing to do it, but I can only imagine who's going to be in charge of this particular position. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this entire debacle? What do you think about Visa hiring somebody to go into the gaming industry? What do you think about them trying to take control over the supposed culture within the gaming industry? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.